Welcome back, I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today we are playing Mono White's aggro in ranked Phyrexia Standard. This deck absolutely crushed it today, winning almost every single game, so I want to share with you how I built it and why. First off, we have the Phyrexian Vindicator, a 4-mana 5/5 flyer. If damage would be dealt to the Vindicator, prevent that damage. Okay. When damage is prevented this way, Phyrexian Vindicator deals that much damage to any other target, including your opponent's creatures, planeswalkers, or face. Pretty sweet. This effectively shuts down a lot of aggressive strategies like mono red aggro, any green-based aggro strategy, and even a lot of white-based aggro strategies. It does cost 4 white specifically, so we aren't incentivized to play non-white producing lands like the Crystal Grotto or Mishra's Foundry, but that's actually okay because we end up playing more planes, which makes Laydown Arms even more consistent, an incredibly cheap removal spell for 1 white as long as you have the planes to fuel it. So between Laydown Arms and the Vindicator, we should have a number of answers to any aggressive creature-based strategies. For that reason, I think we don't need to, and in fact should not play the Brutal Cathar. This card I've liked less and less as time has gone on, especially with the advent of Cutdown. It just feels so bad to play Brutal Cathar, take your opponent's Sheldred, and then you know if you attack, they're just going to pay 1 black to cut down the Brutal Cathar, get back the Sheldred, take the block, and you'll be sad. So instead, I'd rather just run 4 copies of the Peacekeeper. This allows you to keep your opponent off their key cards for a couple of turns like their Sheldred, Invoke Despair, or sweepers like Depopulate. That, in conjunction with Thalia, should be able to keep your opponent's control strategies at bay, while the Vindicator and Laydown Arms defend against the aggro strategies. The last card I want to talk about is the new one, Skrelv Defector Might. The most relevant text on this card is effectively a 1-mana 1/1 that chips in for damage early in the game, but once it gets outclassed, you can then use its second ability to pay either 1 white or 2 life and tap it. You then pick a color, and another creature of yours gets hexproof from that color and cannot be blocked by that color until end of turn. Very powerful. This incentivizes us to play a Protect the Queen strategy, so playing big creatures like the Vindicator that are a pain in the ass for the opponent to deal with, and then protecting them with the Skrelv is very effective. I also want to run Adeline for that reason. She's an absolute house that can swing in for a lot of damage, and if you can make her unblockable via the Skrelv, and then since she has Vigilance, she can still block on the way back, that is very effective. The only change I might make to what I have here is I'm not sure we need to play the Veteran in this slot. I'm thinking about playing the Steel Seraph instead. This does shore up one of the weaknesses of the Vindicator, which is that you play it against mono red and you're like, okay, sweet, you can't really get through this, but you also can't attack with the Vindicator because that removes your key blocker. So if you played the Steel Seraph instead, you could give the Vindicator either Vigilance or Lifelink, which would either allow it to attack and get some life, or just attack with Vigilance and still block on the defensive, which I think I like, so I might make that swap. That's the deck. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. On the draw with a decent curve. Okay, tap land, initiate on 1. And we hit the 3-drop on time. That's nice. What's the opponent doing in Naya? Naya Sunset Revelry. Okay, so I'm first thinking Chaotic Transformation here. Thalia has a great follow-up. Unfortunately, the 2/3 or the 1/2 can't get in this turn, but we'll give it to him next turn, hopefully. Okay, 3rd land, but we keep him off Fable via the Thalia. 2-0. They might not have anything to do. Regardless, we're going to play the Veteran here. There is Stick, so they have some kind of interaction. Maybe a 2-mana instant speed removal spell. I mean, they probably have to kill Thalia here, so we don't have to burn the token on Thalia. We can put it on the Initiate instead. Right? I think that's the most likely thing they're going to do. Point like a red removal spell at Thalia. Or a Fateful Absence at Thalia. So we'll put the counter on the thing they don't want to remove. Yep, Vultured Surge. Okay. Thalia goes down. We get the token out of the deal off the Veteran, and we do get to swing in for 2 this turn. Okay. Let's see if they go land Fable. They don't even need to land at this point, because Thalia's dead. They attack all, so that's a board wipe. I mean, there's no point in blocking, because Life Toll is not our issue. They could maybe flash in an Emperor and plus and give it first strike or something, but almost certainly a board wipe. Okay. Well, I guess we get the first of the Vindicators down. A little 4-mana 5/5 never hurt anybody. Does well against Voltage Surge type red removal. But I guess we need a... yeah, we'll see what happens. The good news is all the creatures are gone as well. I think we at least get Adeline down this turn. I don't think we need to drop the next Vindicator. And let's just swing for 6 here. To play into the next board wipe. Didn't wipe the last Vindicator. I don't think we need to play this out. I think we can present lethal next turn without having to play the adversary this turn. All right, there's the next sweeper. Glad we kept it around. I think we try another Vindicator here. 4 mana 5/5. There is stick. There has to be like a Fateful Absence, though. Don't think there's any red removal for 2 that can eat through a 5/5. All right, there's a lot of mana. You got 7. Do nothing. Okay. Well, attempt the board pump here. I think it's likely the adversary dies. I don't know if they can pick off the Vindicator, though. Okay. I mean, double sweepers against us is going to be good. So, we'll see what they do here. It also could be an Emperor turn. Voltage Surge you. Fine. Swing for 5. No more stick. Opponent drops to 7. Not doing a whole lot. Titan comes down. Okay, let's see what they pick here. If they don't pick the shield counter, the Vindicator can get pretty big off this adversary. Then we can point the damage at face, right? Oh, they don't pick life. I think we just have them then, right? I think we just win here. So we pump squad, they block with a Titan, and then we point 7 damage to the face, and that's game. Okay, let's see it. Unless this prevents the damage to both parties. Yeah, 7 damage to the face. Alright. That was pretty cool. I like to see the Vindicator in action. That was satisfying. On the draw, 2 lander. I think we're okay here. Mono red. Phoenix Chick. Yep, 1 to the face. I think we'll just lay down arms here. Well, we can. I mean, everything's about the same power level. I'd probably prefer to take out a Swift Spear, because that can amp up the damage, but I'm okay just slowing them down where we can. Adversary, 2/2, okay. So Thalia's interesting. I think that's probably our best play here. Guardian's very annoying, though. They basically can't get through that, can they? I think Guardian's even better. Thalia can die, but Guardian really slows them down. So give him a 2/2 to deal with. Okay. 3/2. Doesn't deal with the Benalia problem. They offer the trade. We'll go ahead and take it. Question is what to drop off. We could drop the land. The Vindicator is just basically game, though, right? +3/+1, so it will survive. That's okay. I think we keep the Adeline. I think we drop a land. We'll draw into more lands. It'll be okay. Alright, 6/3 trample, so they do get to push through some damage. Down to 13. Okay. The Might. I think we just get the Vigilance Adeline down. And I don't even think we need to attack here. If we can get Adeline attacking every turn with Vigilance, I think we'll be okay. Alright, 4th land. Let's see if they swing again. That'll be interesting. I mean, obviously they're running quite a few pump spells. Reckless Impulse first. 2 mana gone. Lands in a Lightning Strike. And that can make the Benalia tapped, or make the Adeline block awkward. Okay, they swing again. We'll just block with the Benalia then. And then, of course, tap it. Alright, they're running back the same trick. I think we drop the Might here. Thalia's pretty good against what they're doing. But they do shove through some more damage here. Oh, that didn't give trample, I guess. They needed trample from previously. Okay, and now we're pretty good here. We just get the Vindicator down. And I think we just swing with Vigilance. I don't think we're in any rush to get the Benalia in there as well. When this drops to 18. Okay. Full force Vindicator on the defensive. They need to basically burn us out from 13 to 0 now. Lightning Strike the Adeline. Okay. And I guess we'll see another burn spell there. Play with Fire the Adeline as well. Okay, Adeline down. But I don't think they can deal with the Vindicator on the defensive. Plains is not it. Alright, we want to scry this turn for sure. Play out Thalia first, get the tax on. Okay, scoop. Yeah. Vindicator is going to be Mono Red's worst nightmare. On the play, looks okay. A little initiate into adversary action. We'll go double initiate to lay down arms. We'll see. Tap land. Okay. I think we just get the 2 drop down. Alright. Swing for 1. Anoint with Affliction. Exile target creature, mana value 3 or less, and it has corrupted. Alright, well, that does slow us down. Let's see if they hold up in mana for Make Disappear on 4. That'll make the Vindicator a little bit painful if it gets countered, or removed immediately, both of which is totally possible. Okay, sack a creature and get a poison counter. Fair enough. Well, we'll attempt this and see if he survives a turn. I suspect the opponent's going to have a lot of targeted removal, but we'll see. Drag to the bottom. We keep the Vindicator, though. And we get a Might to protect it if it can survive another turn. Okay, swing for 5. Opponent drops to 12. We still have Lay Down Arms in the bank for a shelter type thing, but I feel like the opponent is just pure removal here. I wonder what their win con is. Warlock to Phyrexia. 2 mana instant. Each opponent gets a poison counter. Draw a card. Okay, we'll sack the Might here, of course. Keep the 5/5. Up to 3 poison. More land for us. Joy to the world. I guess if they play Liliana, we can hold on to the land. Grixis tap land. Maybe this entire time they've secretly been Grixis, but now this person's just enjoying some new cards here. 2 less to cast. 1 mana, draw 2 cards. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay. No stick, they dropped to 2. I mean, we'll play this out, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Alright, do you have an answer or not? Vraska, turn our thing into a treasure token. Okay. Thanks, deck. That's cool. Okay. 8 lands in our aggro deck. Alright, that's awesome. They drop to 1. There's a chance. Maybe they'll forget and drop to 0. That's a card. We'll play said card. They don't counter it. Okay. Sack a creature. Okay. Up to 5 poison counters. Oh, this is sad. Let's see if we can draw more lands. I think that'd be nice. What? God. I don't even know what to make of that game. Okay. On to the next one. Looks like a keep to me. AM8821. It is the mirror. We got a scroll down on 1. Opponent kills it immediately. Fair enough. And they play a Crawling Chorus. All right, they are on the Toxic game plan. Luckily, this 2-drop can block pretty well as opposed to the adversary. Into here. Skrell's Hive. Oh man, they're playing this fun deck. This is actually what I was going to play today, and then I was like, I'll give the Vindicator a shot. But this deck looks very fun. I played it once, and it was good. All right, so here we come. Pretty happy to attack. They can get Adeline down. So their turn 3 or 4 plays. I think we're good because we have Lay Down Arms. If they play the... I forget. They have like a something Indominus or something. I forget. We can just pick it off with Lay Down Arms, hopefully. All right, they take the trade there. You do get a little token out of the deal. Fine. We keep the Adeline though. They get their first Might. These things cannot block though, so it's not going to start our it's not going to stop our aggro assault. So let's see if they have the 4-drop. Like doubles your token output whenever a token enters the battlefield. Emperor right now. Exile the Benalia. Okay. Maybe they make a blocker here. Okay. But again, these things can't block, so the Emperor will die this turn.
You are not much of a roadblock.
They don't attack, but I think they forgot it. They can't block. So this turn, I think the Peacekeeper's going to be very good. Yeah, this is the thing I thought they had. So that requires 7 mana to sweep. So I think we just take Mondrak here. This is what I thought they were going to play last turn. Okay, we'll save Lay Down Arms. We'll go face here, and we'll send the 1/1 here. And I suspect they forgot these things can't block.
I'll be bad.
And there. Okay, it's a lot of tokens. And I think we missed a scry earlier. I think we should have enlisted the token. Maybe we couldn't have. Maybe it was off the Adeline, I forget. Okay, they're completely priced out of everything. Probably pump squad here, attack all. Seems reasonable. We have no poison counters. Okay. Squad pump. It's a lot of damage. Nobody can block. That's the problem with this deck. A lot of your stuff can't block. So you need to figure out a way to survive when you're on the draw or against a more aggressive deck. Okay, again, this thing can't block either. So I drop to 1 here. And they basically need to win this turn. Or not die to the hive. Yeah, that'll be a fun deck, though. There's a fun mono-white toxic deck in there somewhere. Okay. Yeah, not perfect. We could use a 2-drop, but we can try this on the draw. Plains. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll get the initiate down on the off chance we hit a 2-drop. Okay. Timer comes out on turn 2 to play the Plains. They decide to get the Bank Buster down. Vindicator, okay. Not useful yet. Here comes the initiate. Down to 19. Opponent is going to ossify the Skrill, perhaps. Okay. Fine. Get the veteran down. We can put the counter on the initiate this first time, and then put the counter on the veteran next time. Swing for 2. A lot of land. Alright, let's see if we can get there. 6 land. This is our fault. We probably should have mulled the 4-lander off the bat. Lay down arms. Okay. They leave us with the veteran, though. I don't hate that. Move to combat. Swing for 3 here. Drop the Vindicator. Okay. You've used a good amount of removal so far. Let's see what else you got. They scoop. Why? I feel like you could have won that, man. Why? On the play. Yeah, we'll keep this. Get the Skrill down. Mono red Kumano. Okay. Well, this is the matchup for the Vindicator. Thalia's really quite good against them. We could even protect it with the Skrill, right? We have so many Thalias, though. I guess that's not the play. If they want to eat the first Thalia, that's fine. Okay. Down to 19. Let the race begin. Alright, do you take the turn off to kill Thalia, or do you make a big creature? Ooh, they get a 3/3. Okay. We hit the 3rd land drop. I think it's just the Benalia here. There's not really a whole lot we can do. No attacks. Into the 3/3. Okay. No attacks from the opponent. Okay. More land for us. I guess we're going to pump squad this turn. Opponent has all their mana open, though. It's almost tempting to play the adversary after combat. But we can tap it to protect it, so I guess it's fine. All right. So here we come. We use the Thalia to crew the Benalia. And we'll try to use Skrill to protect the adversary from the burn spell. See how that goes. Auto pay. 2 combats. Could send in both, but 2 removal spells blows us out, right? They don't have mana for 2 removal spells. Unless the first one points at Thalia, but then we get them. So actually, I think we're okay to attack with both. The only thing is, do we actually want to enlist because we really want... I think we want to enlist here anyway. Okay. So just like this, enlist the Thalia. Let's grind to something other than land and other than Thalia. Both those are okay. I think I'm down to get the removal spell first. Just unlock some things for us. Okay, swing for 6. Sure. Make you indestructible. Drop off one of our excess Thalias. 5 damage target creature, Planeswalker, loses indestructible until end of turn. Alright, so now we use the Hexproof. Need to pick red. Oh, that's the cost here. Pick the life for cost. Okay, target you. Hexproof on red. Okay. Survives. Ogre Helm down. Okay, very good turn for us. Skrill proving its value here. Okay, opponent might need to, yeah, no blocks from us. Might need to take out our adversary before we untap the Skrill. Otherwise, we can protect it and then just swing with a 4-2 lifelinker every turn. It's not going to be good for them. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I guess we'll keep the Benalia here. That's painful. Nothing we can do about that. Why is Mono Red running Brotherhood End? What are they? They've totally bamboozled us. Okay, and now that's no longer the top deck we need, though we could not have known that at the time. Okay. Well, the game has completely changed. I have no idea what's going on. Mono Red aggro playing Brotherhood End, Rebel Salvo, and Fable. All right, they're not aggro at all. They're just pretending to be. What does this thing do? And dies create a treasure token. Okay. I think we're continuing to attack here. They eat it all, fine. Who's worth picking off? I guess we go ahead and pick off the 2-2. Keep them off the extra treasure for free. Bin 1 lands, keep the rest. They have another Brotherhood End. We're going to be pretty sad here. Swing for 3. I think no blocks from us. Okay, down to 12. Okay, next Fable hits the floor. We draw on a Ganjo. I think we're going to attempt the Scry here. We really need it. Enlist you. Scry you. Okay. Let's take anything besides a land. Vindicator's good. Veteran's also good enough. We want both these. Vindicator's very good against Mono Red. And we'll save a Ganjo either to protect a Benalia or pick off one of these attackers because we are down to 12 here. If we can get the Vindicator to stick, though, that matters. But now the first Fable is online. Bin a land, okay. 2 attackers here. I think we actually pick off the Requisitioner. Because if they start copying that every turn, I think we just need to save the damage. Yep, they get the treasure token. It seems like copying either the 3-1 or the 2-2 has a very similar effect for them. They're going to get the treasure token either way when the thing dies. Bankbuster as well. Okay. It's Vindicator or bust here. I think we are continuing to attack. We don't have to scry this turn. So we could just attack all. But they're not going to block with the G key, so we might as well get the scry anyway. Okay. Take the scries while we can. We like the veteran on top for the most part. We don't need the planes, though. Swing for 4. They block with the Kiki Jiki. Okay. We'll keep the Vindicator. Alright. Deploy a 4-mana 5/5 Vindicator against Mono Red. It could be enough to get there. They take the draw now. They're not going to have an answer immediately. We can shove through a lot of damage with this thing, though. Okay. Flip the next Fable. A 2-mana 5/4. Oh my goodness. Okay. Another mountain. It's a 6/4 now. No attacks. They don't have Lightning Strike. Otherwise, they might have tried that. Okay, I think we're playing out the veteran here. Thing is, we can't put him on a 2-turn clock. They can still power up the Bankbuster to... Okay, they're going to kill this thing before combat. 5 damage. Interesting. They could have used it on the Vindicator, but they really want to keep their combo around. Okay, I don't think we can attack here. Either way, we have to block with the Vindicator, because they're going to swing with a pair of 6/6s. Yeah, I don't think so. And the 2/2 just runs into the Bankbuster. Absolutely bizarre game, and they can still draw with the Bankbuster. Oh, man, we're going to lose to this dumb deck. I wonder if they play Koth in here. That'd be kind of sweet. Seems like Koth and Cliff Stomper are going to go together. It just threw me for a loop that they started with Kumano, right? Why are they running Kumano in this kind of weird, more control-ish deck with Brotherhood End? I don't know. Jaya. I don't know if we're getting out of this one, boys. We need some top decks to get there. I think they copied the Cliff Stomper here.
Will do you good.
Another land ain't it. They don't attack, though. We have no ability to do anything here. I think we just lose. I don't think we can do anything to stop them. But they really don't want to lose their board. I guess from their perspective, they think they're going to win the long game no matter what, which is pretty reasonable. Off the Bankbuster draws, and now the Jaya draws, and the Kiki Jiki copies, so I think we just lose here. Alright. Copy this guy. And now they swing with 3 of them. We go block, block, take 7. 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's game. Yup, that's game. Okay, they look for even more removal. They get a Kumano to the face, not that it matters. And I'll give them the scoop. I mean, they'd have to really mess up, so we'll call it there. Whew! Brutal. That Brotherhood end turn 3. Did not see that coming. On the play. Let's do it. Okay, Skrelv coming online. Ready to go. Little Might getting to work. Alright, Simic Tapland. Ooh. Well, that'll be a good 3-drop if you can hit that next land. Otherwise, swinging for 1 here. Don't really need to save protection for the Benalia because it can protect itself. We're off to the races with a Toxic 1 on the opponent. Ooh, Rot Priest. Okay. So that's what we're up against here. We have our work cut out for us. Stuck on land. I think we're taking the Benalia Scry attack here. Enlist. Okay. Get that Scry on. We'll take the land for sure. Yeah. I mean, lay down arms is important, but man, the 3rd land drop I think is just better. Especially with the Peacekeeper. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do it like this. I want to hit that 3rd land drop. Because we put our all eggs into the removal spell, and that's all we cast for the turn, and then they just, you know, protect it somehow. It's not amazing. I think I'd rather get the Peacekeeper down and then punish them that way. Fading Hope the Benalia, sure. Can't stop that. Could have hexproofed that if we hadn't tapped it, but that's alright. I like the Scry for sure. 1 to the bottom. Okay. 1 on the cat sleeves. It's got a fake fish, I think. Thrawn Portal on 3. Combat Research, okay. Target, we get a poison. I doubt they'll attack, though. They do. Man, what do they want to do? They want to pump it? I'm fine attempting this block here. Manual taps on the portal. They want to hold open blue. Hexproof Indestructible, okay. Alright, we hit the 3rd land. I think we're playing that out here. And I think the Peacekeeper is just the most annoying thing we could possibly do to them here. Shore Up. So this coming turn, they can double Shore Up, make it a 3-4. We could threaten both blocks, but we'll just name that here. Okay. I think we can attack here. We could give the Peacekeeper Hexproof against, like, Fading Hope, but that's kind of it. I think we'll just get the 1 point of damage in. Tap land. Storm Chaser Drake. No mana open to target it. That doesn't make sense. Don't do that. Alright, lay down arms. Probably want to target the Rot Priest here. Get rid of this thing while we can. They have no ability to protect it, but we will eat poison counter. So up to 3. We'll play out the Benalia after combat. In terms of attacking, I think we're just getting in there with both these guys. We're happy to trade if they want with the Might, which they probably won't. And we can't block the flyer anyway. Kind of 16. Play out the Benalia. Okay. Timely Interference. Alright, they just want to draw the extra cards. Fine. -1 power for the turn. Hit a land drop. Could play both Shore Ups. Or rather, they can play 1 Shore Up with the +2 tax. Okay. They probably ought to attack here, if they're not going to block anyway. They could hold Shore Up, though. Adversary. Play out the Veteran. I don't think we need Skrull, so I think we'll take the Scry. Put you here, make you a little bit bigger. Enlist with you. Attack with you. Take our Scry off the Might. I don't think we need the Hexproof. The only thing in their deck that would matter is basically Fading Hope. We'll take that next land. I guess the Vindicator's fine. I mean, we'll have enough land to play everything. We'll probably just go double Adversary. And I doubt the game will last much longer than that. Okay, they offer the trade here. Drop off the backup Skrelv. Shore up, make it a 3-2 hexproof. Draw a card. They're basically out of mana unless they also have the green for a Tameo safekeeping type thing. They eat it though, down to 12. Okay, I think that's probably it for the opponent. There'd be a lot to come back from this position. Yeah, that's all. Okay, I think we'll call it there. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider dropping a like, a subscribe, and a comment. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.